Today, we're going to look at Japanese. This is Salvo, and welcome to Ninjaglossa, your language learning hub. This channel is entirely dedicated to language learning. I'm going to try my best to share with you my knowledge and passion that I've got for foreign languages and cultures. This is the first video dedicated to Japanese. And the first thing that we're going to learn in Japanese is how to read and write. Many friends of mine ask me whether Japanese is an easy or difficult language to learn. So this is the answer. It is a difficult language, but also an easy language. In some aspects, the grammar can be tricky, can be easy. In other aspects, we can say that Japanese is very easy to pronounce. In fact, after just a few hours of learning, many students, many learners are able to express themselves in very simple sentences and be understood by Japanese native speakers. The pronunciation in Japanese is not very difficult, in fact. But what is the most difficult part in Japanese? Definitely the writing system. In fact, in Japanese, at least we've got 3 different scripts. The first is the Hiragana, then the Katakana, then Kanji. Before we explain all of them, we're going to look at them one by one. So first we're going to start with the Hiragana. So Hiragana is basically the first thing that even students or young Japanese students learn when they are in kindergarten and then in primary school. Hiragana is a system of syllables like a, I, u, e, o, ka, ki, ku, ke, ko, and so on and so forth. So that means that you, just by learning the syllables in Japanese, you are able to write the whole Japanese language. Today, in Hiragana, we write most words and components that are grammatically connected. So whereas the kanji express the meaning and not the sound, the Hiragana only express the sound. So in other words, you might have a sentence with kanji, which are basically Chinese characters that were imported to Japan back in this 5th or 6th century AD, and then Hiragana. The katakana is it works exactly like Hiragana, but today we only use katakana only for words that are of foreign origin. In fact, today in Japanese, we've got a large number of loanwords, especially from English, like toilet in Japanese is toire, and television is terebi, table, teburu. All these words are not going to be written in kanji, of course. They're not going to be written in hiragana, but because they are foreign words, they're going to be written in katakana. Kanji. The kanji, as I said before, were imported from Chinese. So these are Chinese characters. They express the meaning of the word. The first word, in fact, is Tokyo. Tokyo. Now, by looking at it, you will never know how to say it unless you know that that is Tokyo. But by studying the kanji, you will realize that the characters actually have a meaning in them, because they were imported from a language, Chinese language, which by the time that it came to Japan was already well established in its written and in its spoken form. In fact, even the word itself for Nihongo, which is the word just underneath Tokyo, you have the 3 kanji for Japan. The first one means the sun. The second is the root, the rising. So in fact, Japan, Nihon, is the land of the rising sun, and then language. But before we look into the kanji, we're going to start with the hiragana. In this lesson, we're going to look at the first 10 kana of the hiragana. So these are all the hiragana syllables that you just need to learn. You see that they are divided according to the syllables and according to the vowel. If we read them from right to left, you see that you got a, I, U, E, O, and then with the K, ka, ki, ku, ke, ko, and then with the S, sa, shi, su, se, so. Ta, chi, tsu, te, to, and so on and so forth. So by learning only these syllables, you are able to read and write, maybe not to read yet, unless it's just simplified language for children, but you are able to write in Japanese and be understood in Japan. So let's start with the first one. The first one is a. And when I say it's easy to pronounce, in actual fact, it's just a. Japanese is, you will see that Japanese is a very simple language when it comes to speaking. E. This is the E sound. So by knowing the first two, a and e, we can already look at the first word in Japanese. Ai, a-i means love. So in order to write I, you need the kana for a and e. So I, love. Then ka, ka. Ka, already in itself, ka means mosquito. But ika is a squid. So ika, you already know e and now ka. So ika. The next one is sa. So we know ka, now we know sa. Kasa. Kasa is an umbrella. Kasa. Or asa. Asa is the morning. Asa. You see, it's quite simple to pronounce Japanese. Asa. This one, it looks like a hook. It's pronounced shi. This beautiful animal, shika. The next is ta. So by knowing a, shi, ta, ashita, we can already say another word in Japanese, ashita, which means tomorrow. Ashita. When you have shi and ta, the e sound drops. So it's not ashita, it's ashita. 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 So we have ashita, tomorrow, and morning, asa. So tomorrow morning, ashita no asa. Ashita no asa. Te. The other kana is te. Te means hand. You might know the word karate. Karate or karate, right? Karate means empty hand. In fact, if you look at karate, you do not use a weapon in karate. So kara means empty, and te means hand. Karate. The other kana is ma. So we know shi, and we know now ma. So shima, shima. Shima is island, like in Hiroshima. Hiroshima. So shima means island. Shima. Let's look another word containing ma. So the first one is a, the second ma, and the third e. So amai, amai. Amai means sweet, as in the taste. When something is sweet. これはとても甘いです。甘い、甘い。The next one is me. So, mimi is a ear. これは耳です。耳。耳. And the other word for today is tatami. Tatami. Tatami is the mat that in Japan you have on the floor. And you found the tatami in gyms or in some parts of the house where normally people can rest or sit or kneel. So tatami. So let's learn another word. Mimasu or mimasu. Mimasu means to see. We know mi, we know ma, we don't know yet su, but mimasu means to see, like I see. Mimasu or mimasu. I'm not going to go into how to pronounce su yet because today we're going to stop at mi. So this is the kanas that we have covered today. The one in yellow are those that have been covered in this video. So you see a, I, ka, ki, sa, shi, ta, te, ma, mi. So if you know Japanese cuisine, you may know sashimi. Sashimi. So are you able to write sashimi? Sashimi. Try yourself. You'll find out that Japanese is actually not very difficult to learn, especially to learn in its written form when we learn hiragana. So sashimi. Thank you everyone for watching, and I hope you have enjoyed the first part of the video dedicated to the hiragana script. Thank you.